everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Arsenic and Espresso. I'm Alice Arsenic. This is my co-host Josh, and this is a podcast where we rarely drink coffee, but we always talk about metal music. And tonight, we are reacting to more SpiritBox.
If you've seen our other reactions to SpiritBox, you know that we're a huge fan of them now, as of recently. And so I'm just excited to keep on going down the SpiritBox rabbit hole and see what else we can uncover. This was a huge, or rather, this was a highly recommended video to do. This
highly requested.
Yeah, highly requested.
Yeah, we'll be watching Rule of 9. Quick thank you to the amazing people today who decided to support us and buy us coffee. If you follow us on Twitter, you'll have seen that we started a Buy Me Coffee page. And all it is instead of offering something like Patreon right now, which we just simply don't have the time for that kind of extra content, if you want to support our channel in any way, you can buy us a cup of coffee on there. And tonight we are drinking Death Wish coffee with a little bit of vanilla oat milk. So thank you to everyone here who bought us coffee. All right. And with that, let's watch Rule of Nines by SpiritBox.
All right. Oh, this sounds eerie. All right, so they're starting off with the cleans this time. I feel like every song that we've listened to, we've gotten something different. This started super fast, but clean vocals.
I also am really loving the pops of monochromatic red throughout.
Ooh, yeah.
I feel like that's a really old school horror movie trope of having that one color that appears throughout the film, and at the end everything about the killer or the murder is somehow tied to the color,
kind of like The Village.
Yeah,
Right.
I just love her vocals.
They're really clean.
Good bass.
Do you know what I like too? And maybe you guys will notice it. So both the guitarist and bassist, I don't know why, but in every one of their music videos, I just feel like they're having the time of their life. Like you can see it in their face, like how much they just enjoy playing.
I love that.
And I just think it's super cool. Man, that chorus is so good though.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It makes me think of Carrie. It makes me think of American Horror Story. It makes me think of The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I really liked that last part, how they slowed it down. The eerie, I don't know what that sound was, just that electronic sound in the back, whether that was like distortion on a guitar or whatever, but it was super eerie sounding, like right at the end.
Well, and with those like super intense pauses,
Mm-hmm.
we've talked about a lot on this channel. I personally enjoy when bands utilize the negative space in a song. When they utilize silence, it only magnifies and intensifies whatever the instruments and whatever the vocals are doing. And so having her screaming so intensely, having the instruments going so hard, and then just cutting off to silence, it's really, it's jarring, it's eerie, it adds to that like fear factor almost.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good. Just as good as all of the other ones.
Yeah. I don't know if I've heard a bad SpiritBox
No,
song.
I've loved all of them. I have loved all of them.
Yeah.
For different reasons. All of the songs we've reacted to on this channel are on different playlists of mine.
Yeah.
Just like depending on my mood.
Well, I think like the only one is Constance on a playlist of yours yet.
No,
but I think just because of the heavy topic that comes with it, I just feel it's not a everyday
It's
listen.
not an everyday listen for sure.
But that one was so good too. So good.
Courtney is just so incredibly talented. I love her vocals. I love how the band sounds together. I think they've got a super tight sound.
I think they have a full album coming out too.
Oh, I hope so.
At least
that would be awesome.
Rumor mill.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, and she just started a podcast not too long ago as well.
What?
Yeah. It's called, what is it called? Good for a Girl.
Okay.
I think. But the whole idea is just like them talking about music in general and not bringing in the whole like, oh, so you're a female that screams and you play in metal, right?
Yeah.
That she's talking about.
You're a pretty good vocalist for a girl.
Right. Shall we check out the lyrics real quick?
Yes, I have them pulled up and ready to go.
Nice.
I know, this is like the first time ever I've already
had
them ready.
You are on it.
I'm on something. Rule of Nines by SpiritBox. I offer my life, cursed in this shrine, broken roots entwined, and I feel my insides breaking down. I bury it in time. I want to be a part of light. Detrius, open up my mind. If that's what you like, your lesions will blur the line. I had a dream of schism, force the rule of nines, living in premonition, flowing from the same place I learned to give in. Living in premonition, flowing from the same place I learned to give in. It's such a strange place, so full of opposing forces. I had a dream of schism, force the rule of nines. In time we learned the rule of a sadist, entwined till there's nothing left to strain. No body full of pain to take from. They said it's a cruel world. I learned the rules of a sadist, so I laid myself down in the shape of a body. I live in the figurative. I want to be a part of light. Detrius, open up my mind. If that's what you like, your lesions will blur the line. I had a dream of schism, force the rule of nines. Living in premonition, flowing from the same place I learned to give in. It's such a strange place, so full of opposing forces. I had a dream of schism, force the rule of nines. My shrine, premonition, die, I learned to give. In biology, detritus is dead particulate organic material as distinguished from dissolved organic material. Detritus typically includes the bodies or fragments of bodies of dead organisms and fecal matter. Detritus typically hosts communities of microorganisms that colonize and decay.
So just looking at a few things on Reddit too of some people offering like theories
Mm-hmm.
of what the song is about, which totally makes sense, is sort of the um that like conflict that you have as you're dying, basically, of the like what fate has offered you versus what you wish had happened, and sort of like that fight against it, but already in that state of
Like it's too late.
it's too
It's too
late.
late to
Yeah.
change anything, facing your regrets,
Yeah.
the what ifs,
Yeah.
and what could I have done differently.
In sort of a nutshell. That's the thing about
Intense.
metal music is like some of it's just made for the feeling, the vibe, the just the whatever. But there's a lot of it out there that is so good, so lyrical, so deep that like you need to have watched the 9-day documentary of
About it, yeah.
making the video
Yeah.
to really understand the meaning behind it, and
Yeah.
then have your like thesis statement and all that sort of stuff as well. So
On a couple of recent videos, there have been a few comments asking for like an actual like lyric interpretation.
mm,
And some people don't like me just reading the lyrics, and that's fine. And so if that is
yeah,
something that you guys want, it like I would be more than willing to do that and do like major deep dives into the lyrics and do like lyric
mm.
interpretations and like defining things and pulling out
I'd
theories and stuff.
I'd
But
be
it would be
down
a
to.
whole separate thing.
Yeah, it would be a whole
Yeah.
different episode. We'd probably just show it as sort of like a podcast, sort of an
Yeah.
extra.
Because
But
I feel like some of them
especially,
could get like really long
yeah,
and
yeah, I'm totally down with doing that to some things.
I'm down with doing that. And I think keeping it super separate from reactions, because like I mean, if you're new to our channel, welcome. We react to stuff that we've never listened to before, or
Mhm.
music that at least one of us hasn't listened to before. And so it really is about just our first impression of something. And we don't ever really go super deep into what it could mean or how it makes us feel. And we also don't do a lot of research about the music beforehand, because I personally don't want that. I just don't want it affecting like what my opinions are of the song or the
Right.
band after the fact. Because what if I read something really, really bad, or what if I read
Mhm.
something that's like it's the best band ever, da
I
da da, and then I end up not liking it, and
I
then I
like
feel
having
weird.
that raw reaction to the
Yeah,
song in general, and then going back through it and saying, okay, what does this actually mean? So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. If you want like a more thorough deep dive into lyrics of songs, let us know, and we will crank that out in different videos and different podcast episodes. I
yeah,
do think that would be a lot of fun.
that would be a lot of fun.
Well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to sponsor the next cup of coffee we drink, you can find us on Buy Me a Cup of Coffee or something. What is it? The
Link down in the description
link
below.
is in the description box below or on our Twitter. You can also, if you want to drink your own coffee out of one of our mugs, you can check out our merch shop. That link is in the description box below as well.
And I think SpiritBox still has their own brand of coffee too. So you could.
We need to get some.
We do.
We need to get some.
It's
We'll
decided.
get some.
It's decided.
And that's why we drink.